Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to another banner edition of the Square Circle Maniacs Pro Wrestling Podcast. My name is Johnny Bottles, gaslighter extraordinaire, and the man to my left is Dr. Donald Wayne, the neckbeard psychologist. Donald, there's a lot to talk about. A lot of denials, a lot of news stories, a lot of denials. Oh, so many denials.
Why?
Because they don't want the truth to get out there.
It's crazy to me. It's just insane to me. The past year at AEW, we're going to talk about it later, but the number of people leaving, the young talent that's leaving, younger talent, compared to what's coming over it's undeniable, man. It's just undeniable. And I know we had somebody in the AEW audience last night, so I can't wait to hear that take later. I hope you brought some notes, got something to say, because I saw some shit behind Tony Schiavone and company that was baffling to me. The motley crew that they had.
Oh,
that was something else.
they were an excitable crowd last night. Very excitable crowd. You got to admit that crowd did show some energy.
I'm not going to take anything away from the crowd except for a couple of matches where they were like, "Oh God, here we go."
Here we go again.
Ended already.
Please.
We do got to talk about SummerSlam. The ticket sales suddenly shot through the roof because once again they put them at $25 and people started snatching them up. I think night 1 and 2 is over 33,000 each now.
But there's still $4,000 tickets out there through the third-party sellers, the scalpers, and not scalpers.
I know.
The ticket agents. So
it's insane. What they're asking you to pay at SummerSlam is outlandish. It's gotten completely absurd in every facet. But if you want to sell a lot of tickets, you've got to make them affordable. That's the bottom line. That's any industry.
What they're trying to do is they're trying to sell these packages where you can sit in the front row for $4,000 for both nights, and you get to walk down the ramp to an entrance theme, and people can record you. You get a DVD of it, and all this other bullshit.
Who still has DVDs today?
I don't know.
Who the hell still goes to? Who in the hell is going to Best Buy? Like, hey, what DVDs drop Tuesday?
What DVDs drop Tuesday? And can you point me in the direction of the Victrolas?
Where's the CDs at? I'd like to get a new CD. What are we doing here, WWE? What are we doing?
Who knows?
Just jacking prices up, trying to make a profit instead of letting this be about regular fans attending And the other thing I hope they learned out about this is SummerSlam should not be a 2-night event. It should not be a 2-night event.
No, it's not WrestleMania in the summer.
Exactly. And stop trying to make it what it's not. It's absolutely ridiculous.
I can see the Royal Rumble as a 2-night affair because night 1, you've got the Women's Rumble. Then you've got like a tag champ match and possibly an Intercontinental Champion match. And then whatever, a feud-based match. And that's it. And then the following night, you've got the Men's Rumble. You got the Men's Championship defended.
That would be a good idea. I could see that.
Right. Because
setting it up.
Last year, the Rumble, the men's match was almost an hour and a half.
But again, you don't have to have it in a stadium. You can have it in an arena that holds like 25,000 or something like that. It doesn't have to be in these ludicrous 70,000 seat stadiums. We're being told by the chat that they're still collecting digital media. We better shut our mouths. They're still buying CDs.
CDs are making a comeback now. Have you heard that?
I keep hearing that. I heard the same thing about LPs back in the day too.
They're making a comeback also. They're selling LPs for $22, $25.
Yeah.
For those
I'll take the pass. I'll have the digital copy. I'll have the digital on my phone so I can hear it at all times.
Same here.
It's just easy.
Now, if you ever get the download, someone ripping vinyl to a digital file, that sounds pretty good. If you ever get to download one of those things.
I'd rather have it clean and crisp. I'll take my tool on my phone versus the CDs that I have any day of the week.
You keep your tool off your phone. You gotta get one of those. You gotta get one of those special cleaners. Those
Bottles. Do you know who Tool is?
What?
Do you know?
I thought you meant your Tool.
Do you know who Tool is?
Yes, and Anemia was their big album. Anemia.
Yeah,
yeah, those guys. Yeah, Tool. That kind of shit.
He does not sing like that at all.
No,
I didn't think you did. Okay. Anyway, thank you all for joining us. Like and subscribe. Hit that notifications button. Let's go ahead and get into some real wrestling here because Raw was one of the most polarizing episodes I think they've done in the last year, because this show started off with a fire match. I enjoyed the hell out of the match. They started off with an actual match, something in rarefied air these days.
Yeah.
Exactly, Mark. Undertow. That was their first album, but it wasn't their big hit album.
Undertow. Yeah. Tool. I thought you meant your tool on your phone. I'll take my tool on my phone.
Okay. Javon Evans and Dragon Lee.
Very good.
Division. This match was entertaining as hell. And that girl's becoming a star in this life. Right now in this group, she's becoming a major player. Are you seeing this? Are you watching this?
Yes, she is.
People are reacting to her bottles. They're not booing her anymore. They're reacting to this chick.
Right. Because she's being hateful. A hateful young lady.
It sort of fits her personality to look at her. Oh, by the way, the gimmick she's wearing now with the leather and lace, for it, girl. Go for it.
Did you notice that the Vision is feuding with Otis and Tozawa?
Yeah.
And someone said that would never happen.
No. I said Chad Gable.
You said that would never, ever happen.
Gable. No. I said Chad Gable will not be part of them, and you kept saying he would. I said, no, he will not. He's moved on.
I think Chad Gable will come back for a SummerSlam match with Tozawa and Otis as a 3 versus 3.
You're smoking the hopium.
No, I'm just saying, 3 versus 3. 3 guys.
Smoking the hopium.
Bronson Reed will be back, and Braun Breaker and Austin Theory. Big Gum Austin Theory.
The Vision won this match.
Yes.
Dupree is becoming a star.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody looked bad. And then it went off the rails lightning fast.
Who's becoming a star? Oh, Maxie Dupree. Okay, yes.
Yes. And then it went off the rails. All right, look, we got to get this out of the way.
Yeah.
Judgment Day and Danhausen. I like Danhausen. This was too damn much Danhausen and far too much Judgment Day. You couldn't escape this shit on Monday night. It seemed like it was every other segment, and then there was multiple segments in a row that they were involved in. It didn't stop all night.
I think what they were doing was they were using people who are not going to be prominently displayed at SummerSlam to fill time because they didn't want to take a chance of somebody getting hurt. That's my
Chad Gable was in a match. I think he's going to be in this bitch.
I don't know. I'm just saying. Got a frog on my throat. Denisha Lane with $1.99. Chad is going to win IC title at SummerSlam, y'all. I don't know about that.
I think he's in with the Luchadors. I don't see it either. I just don't see it. He'd have to go somewhere like SmackDown to challenge for their U.S. title. I'm just saying.
Trick Willie? He's going to challenge Trick Willie?
Yeah, I can see that. I can see, because Trick can be a heel if he wants to. He can get booed. Like, he's sort of that tweeter right now that people are rooting for. He's sort of on the fence, in my opinion. He's not a full-blown babyface. Obafemi kicked the shit out of J.D. McDonough, by the way.
Yes, he did. Beat him like an egg white.
Did you enjoy the Solo Sikoa Seth Rollins moment in the ring? I thought this was pretty entertaining.
Yeah, I thought it was something different. Something different. Those guys hardly ever interact, and he cut promos. And I thought it was good. Thought it was good. Even though I like Seth Rollins. I love Solo Sikoa. He's a funny son of a bitch. Solo Sikoa.
Seth Rollins actually, I thought, had one of his better segments in the past few months on this show.
True. Yes, he did.
I mean, they were firing back and forth. I enjoyed it.
Yes, he did.
Setting up a match for later. Penta and Chad Gable versus Ethan Page and Rusev. This was entertaining. I was enjoying this for what it was. But again, here comes Joe Hendry and Dominic Mysterio with Danhausen coming out and the Judgment Day. And it was stuff like this that happened all night over and over again. And in between these matches, that's who they were featuring all night.
Look, I'm sick of Joe Hendry. And I'm sick of Joe Hendry because Joe Hendry's involved in everyone else's bullshit except for a feud of his own. That's how they're using him. And you know this as well as I do. He's involved. He's a background player in everyone else's feud. When a tag team needs a third guy, they always call on Joe Hendry. He always shows up, does a spin around. Hey, I'm here. So don't you agree on that? He's bland as bland can be.
I don't dislike him as much as you do. I can put up with him. At least he's something different that I'm not seeing the Judgment Day every single second of the show. This show, man, Monday night was hard to sit through because it really was Judgment Day in every other segment in between matches. It just it was.
I don't dislike Joe Hendry like that. Not like these.
But do you believe in him? Because I do.
Not like Jack Perry. I don't believe him. I don't think I don't regard him on the same level as a Jack Perry kind of guy. But let him have his own feud. Let him go chase a title for somewhere. Let him get a tag partner if that's what it's going to be. And tag with this guy and try to get the tag belts off of somebody, off the division. But whatever. I mean, they were gearing up for a Logan Paul feud. And that just fell apart because Logan Paul got hurt.
Yeah, he got hurt. Yeah. I'm ready. He's got a timeline.
Where's Heyman?
He's gone from Judgment Day. He said that last time.
You mean from the Vision? Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yes, for the Vision. He's gone. He said that's it. Now, however, at the end of the show, we'll say this. More LA Knight, please, because he's reestablished himself as a major star in this, and he faced Jacob Fatu, and we had all the schmoz finishes, all the factions fighting each other. LA Knight's faction versus the Usos. I enjoyed this for what it was. I thought they closed the show and started the show very well. And then it all was just sort of like, ew, Jesus, what's going on here?
It was like you bought a nice sandwich from a deli.
You're taking my shit. You're stealing my shit.
I talked about this on the phone to you the other day.
I gave you this analogy.
No, I gave you the analogy, and you started saying that you got the best cheese. You got the cheap cheese. It's like you got some nice ciabatta bread.
Here we go.
And they got bologna and mayonnaise in the middle of it. That's it. The bread was crisp, fantastic, and the rest of the sandwich was horrible.
The filling was gone.
The filling was terrible.
Just like the Eagle song.
The filling is gone?
Yes. All of them right now. Eagles and Tool in the same segment. This is going to be a show. There is some big news in WWE land. They're launching a new radio channel on XM satellite radio where apparently they're going to cover PLEs live with your favorite commentator of all time. So that's different. Who was against Booker T and who else?
Wait a second. What happened to Pro Wrestling Nation? Didn't they just absorb Pro Wrestling Nation?
I don't know if they did or not.
Pro Wrestling Nation is supposed to be, from what I heard, Pro Wrestling Nation is going to be the WWE radio network now with Dave LaGreca.
Oh, so that's what it is.
Tommy Dreamer, Bubba Ray Dudley, those guys. Bubba Ray Dudley and Dave LaGreca are already making personal appearances for WWE.
But it's supposed to be part of, their show is supposed to be part of the WWE Network platform now.
Yes. So that network, Pro Wrestling Nation, that Busted Open was on, is now WWE Network on the radio. That's the way I
wonder if they'll still cover MMA stuff.
I don't know if they were. Oh, they were. Yeah, they had two other guys come in on the weekends and do MMA. Yeah. Don't know. Will they talk about AEW or TNA? Don't know.
Here's my thing is that if they're going to talk about combat sports, I can't imagine them stepping outside of the bounds of,
TKO. It's TKO.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. If you think about combat sports, it's TKO.
Yeah. Well, just saying. So that was kind of big news. It kind of shocked me today. I was like, wow, radio station. Okay.
Did you know that Bubba Ray Dudley is at the Performance Center every Tuesday night when they do it live, and he hosts an interview show with one of the people from the Performance Center for Busted Open.
I did not know this.
Yes, he does do that. He had Stephanie Vacker on there already. He had Blake Monroe. He had a lot of people in there. Javon Evans, I believe. Challenger John with a super chat for $10. Thank you, Challenger John. I had to buy one, get one Dynamite Collision sandwich. It had a lot of matches, none of which mattered for the go home, but for the pay-per-view. That's it.
John, that was kind of the feeling I got watching this show last night. It was a lot of bullshit, a lot of nothingness.
Some people have said it's the least interesting go-home show for a pay-per-view from any company.
Okay, for a go-home show.
Any company.
It was pretty bland. It was a mayonnaise sandwich. It was a mayonnaise sandwich. Dump on us to your question out there. So apparently they're going to be live on the PLEs on this radio show is what I was reading earlier. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what's been reported out there so far is that they would be doing live coverage of their PLEs. So we'll have to see. I mean, hang on to your hat, see what happens.
So you're saying is if you invest in an ESPN subscription or a Netflix subscription to watch a PLE, fuck that. I'll just listen to it on the radio and satellite. Are you telling me? Is that what you're telling me? Come
That's
on.
what I'm telling you.
I guess if you're blind, you just, okay, I'm going to listen to it. I'm going to listen to shuck it, duck it, quack, quack. Brock Lesnar's in the ring. Wow.
You are not a Booker T commentator fan.
Come on, man. Come on.
I don't watch NXT enough to know. So,
dude, he's horrendous. He's a hell of a nice guy in real life. He does a great podcast, but he's horrible as a I wouldn't even call it a color guy.
Well, you might want to listen to them while you watch the show. You ever think of that, Bottles?
I say color guy, not colored guy. Color guy. So
I don't. But it might be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Somebody's going to be listening to that while they're watching SummerSlam or whatever this thing launches.
I'm not going to listen to Michael Cole or Corey Graves because I want to hear Booker T.
Do you want to know what's funny about here around my area where they show the Washington Commanders game, formerly Redskins? Is people like the local radio host better. So they'll listen to him call the game and pause the game until his voice catches up, and then they hit play and sync it up.
I could see people doing that. Yeah. I mean, there were guys when I lived in Baltimore, the guys hated the Baltimore Orioles TV announcer. So they loved the radio guy and they would do it that way also. So, but they didn't sync it up. So
Glenn Taylor running in. How you doing, Glenn? Good to see you, buddy.
20 spot from Glenn Taylor. Thank you, Glenn, for supporting the channel. This past Monday's Raw was paid by numbers booking. You got that right. You got that right. Let's just dog paddle for a while here. Maybe we can come up with something big for next week. Going home to SummerSlam.
Yep, and I remember this too. Just like Radio WWF, JR did some pay-per-view around 1994. I do remember this when they had a local radio station. JR was doing Atlanta Falcons football for a while, if you didn't know.
Yes, he was.
So that was interesting to watch that and listen to that go down. So, I mean, it'll be interesting. They've got guys that can talk. Joe Tessitore can talk.
He can talk.
Joe, if they want to use him in this spot, I would be all about that. And John, we're going to get to this. We're going to come to you, John. Nashville was lively most of the night. There were 2 international qualifiers on Corrigan and 2 tag team matches of the tape show, Don and Bottles. Yeah, we're going to come to you because I know you were there. I'm looking forward to hearing you. Thank you, Luigi Tron. Thank you, everybody, for the support. Trying to get it all up here.
I heard the great Doc Gallows made an appearance at Corrigan last night. From Gallows and Anderson. The comedy team of Gallows and Anderson.
I got something to talk about that later, so keep that in your hat. There is some news on you dick. There's some news on Rhea Ripley's injury. Color me shocked, but her injury has caused quite a changing of booking plans at SummerSlam. This isn't anything to report. You knew that caused a whole bunch of disarray. People are acting like they're shocked that this is going on. Of course it upended everything.
For Christ's sake. Why are they shocked?
I'm not even kidding. Backstage news on Rhea Ripley's injury having a rippling effect on WWE SummerSlam booking. No shit, Sherlock. The sky's blue and water's wet. Who doesn't know these things?
Oof.
But they act like it was some big damn deal. It's like, all right, man. Got it. Anyway, but back to what you were saying. Former WWE and TNA star reportedly backstage at AEW tapings. Gallows did not appear on Dynamite, and there is no word that he made a camera appearance on Collision.
Who knows?
Let me ask you something, Bottles. This report was posted today at 3:23.
Mm-hmm.
July 23rd, 3:23.
Mm-hmm.
The results are everywhere from Collision. They're all, you can find them if you want to.
Sure.
But do you want to know who gave this report?
Fightful?
PWI Insider.
PWI Insider will give you the straight scoop. I've always said that.
Bottles, you know what the results are already. Why are we bullshitting people? If this had been a tape SmackDown or Raw, they'd have been all over it. The results would have been everywhere. This is sort of what I mean when I say that there is a distinct media bias for AEW and protecting their tape products. We've talked about it before, and here it is again.
He's announced it. At least Mike Johnson announced it. Sapp didn't. Meltzer didn't. Alvarez didn't. The usual suspects did not. At least Mike Johnson for Pro Wrestling Insider said Gallows was there backstage for Dynamite and Collision, but it didn't say whether or not he made an appearance because apparently the man doesn't know. I would gather that Gallows is trying to get back into AEW.
I would imagine he is too.
Mm-hmm.
Work one day a damn week,
but
get paid six figures. Okay, I'm all about that life.
He'll never make it there because he's the wrong height. He's the wrong height.
He's the wrong everything.
He's the wrong everything. The wrong work ethic. Without ugliness in this world, there would be no beauty. Doc Gallows, we appreciate your sacrifice. How you doing?
I can't wait to talk about these movements coming up. But Dave Bautista has been painted in a negative light.
Imagine that.
By the wrestling media. And I read this is the headline. Mm-hmm. Dave Bautista would rather do manual labor than return to wrestling.
He said he was broke as a joke when he was wrestling.
That's not what he said at the end. What he said. That's what I mean. They hit these highlights to try to paint this. Look, I'm not a big Dave Bautista fan, but when the media tries to do a smear campaign like this bullshit, I'm going to call it out. He said it's hard to walk away. Most people don't walk away, and this is why. It's almost a running joke when wrestlers retire because they never retire. They retire like 5 times. And there's people they always thought throughout these years that I would come back. I would come out of retirement. I told them over and over again, I won't. I had a fucking storybook ending, and I won't shit on it.
How many people have you heard in the last 10 years say, how about that Dave Bautista retirement match? That was really something.
I thought he had a good send-off. I really did.
Oh, for Christ's
sake. I thought he had a good send-off.
Dave Bautista made money in wrestling, but he was broke as a joke because they were foreclosing on his house. He owed the IRS thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars because he didn't pay his fucking taxes. He didn't save the money to pay his fucking taxes. Dave Bautista is an idiot. And then when he finally made money, they were foreclosing on his house, and he got the part in Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's a pretty good role. It's a pretty good gig if you could get it.
If you can get it. If you can get it.
WWE is... Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
WWE is expecting significant AEW presence in USA over WrestleMania 43 weekend. This is the shit that's coming out today. This is what's coming out. This is the nonsense that's being reported.
Right.
How stupid is all of this, man?
We've got a Collision taping coming up. We're going to a live Collision we're going to have at the Kanscocken, Ohio Civic Center. And it's going to be a great show. Kanscocken, Ohio. We've loaded it up.
Kanscock.
Kenny Omega versus MJF for the title. We've got this. Jungle Boy Jack Perry will be there wrestling Shibata. That kind of people.
It's absurd what they're doing.
Ridiculous. It's absurd. Ridiculous is what it is. Nobody's going to be watching or buying tickets for any of that bullshit.
Wait, it gets better.
Roadrunner X942 coming in.
It gets better. WWE Hall of Famer Jeff Jarrett takes Nick Aldis views reinvigorated Gunther.
What?
This is Jeff Jarrett, man.
Reinvigorated Gunther.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Nevin.
How is my question? He's wrestling for the world title on multiple shows. How the hell is he getting reinvigorated? What are we doing here? Oh my gosh.
Is Jeff into Tony's White Claw? Is that what's going on? Is Jeff with the juice again? And I don't mean that kind of juice. I mean the juice. He's on the sauce. Come on. I'm telling you. He's drinking again. Flamethrower Fluff Salisbury for a 5 spot. I would trust Doc Gallows' medical opinion more than AEW's Doc Sampson. Absolutely.
Oh, God, Doc Sampson. We haven't seen that guy in a while. He's fallen off. He's gone to Guantanamo Bay. He's gone.
Well, they canceled him from the Incredible Hulk franchise, so what are you going to do?
There's a lot of names coming up right now that we got to talk about, and we got to get through this. So let's get ready.
What are we talking about?
The comings and goings of wrestlers within the industry, because there's a lot of them.
The biggest one right now is Bayley. Bayley's done. She's leaving. She's done. She's leaving.
Allegedly.
Her contract's up in December. The end of the year.
I heard that it's nope. I've heard that it's in next year.
No,
that it's
Meltzer.
like
Meltzer said,
"Here we go." I don't care what Meltzer said. I'm telling you what I read in an actual report. Not Meltzer's rumors and dildos.
I'm telling you what Meltzer said because he's got a vested interest in this because he wants AEW to sign her. Her contract is up at the end of December. And she's also stated she wants to go and wrestle in AAA for a few weeks.
Which also means if her contract's up, it would also mean she would not be available, like I was going to say, until April of next year.
So if she
90-day no compete clause.
Well, that's if she doesn't renew, is it 90 days?
Yes.
Or if they let her go?
No, it's 90 days from what I heard. No matter what.
Okay,
no matter what.
Well, she'll come in April.
I don't know that she's leaving yet. Everybody's getting this from that show, whatever it is on Netflix. That's what they're running with. It's a scripted television show.
They're filming content for Unreal.
It's a scripted
reality show. Folks, the reality programs that you watch, Love Island.
Scripted.
Love Island.
Scripted.
The Voice, America's Got Talent, Real Housewives of Kenscocken, Ohio.
Big Brother.
It's all scripted. The whole fucking thing is scripted. All of it is. They know where they want to go for a season endpoint. And how are we going to get there? Okay, we'll use real life.
What's the story we're going to tell throughout this season?
We'll use real life issues and incorporate that into a storyline, a thread, if you will. That's what they did.
Now, the big deal here this week to me is Sammy Guevara. He's been all over the place. He has done some things that have gotten some people's attention. Brian Alvarez came out today and said, Sammy Guevara is still with AEW. He's not going anywhere. He's still there. He hasn't left. He's still under contract because the rumors flying is that Sammy Guevara is leaving. His wife has asked for her release. We've seen Athena's post about a month and a half ago where she clearly is not happy in the company. This isn't us making shit up. You can look it up yourself, boys and girls.
Right.
Before you come in here raging, this is what's going on.
Now, Roosh had a little farewell to Sammy Guevara, his tag team partner in ROH. And then he was forced to delete it a few hours after he posted it. Basically, all it was pictures of those two together holding their tag championships for Ring of Honor up. And he had a fist bump to Sammy Guevara in his tweet. And they took it down 4 hours later. And never heard from him again. I saw it, and that's all it was. He didn't say anything when they're like, you got to get the Hearns or anything like that. No catchphrases, no real feelings or anything like that. But why would Tay Melo, Sammy Guevara's wife, want to quit the company if her husband's still employed? Why is that? I'll be shocked that they don't have Gunther be Bayley's last.
You absolute prick. My God, that's awesome.
I can hear Gunther now. Paul, my wife used to be a wrestler at NXT. Let's put her in to wrestle Bayley.
Dude, that would be, I'm telling you now, that would be absolutely hilarious, man.
They wrote her off. They wrote her off at Saturday Night's Main Event. They wrote her off. That was her goodbye. Everyone's saying, what a bunch of bullshit.
Now, here's what you're going to hear about Bayley if she's not on TV for some reason. That's a clear sign she's leaving because they did the same thing with Ricochet. So she's clearly gone. Unless they're working the audience to make them think that she's leaving and she reappears at the Royal Rumble.
Ricochet's contract was coming up. He had 3 weeks left on his deal. They wrote him off because he wouldn't re-sign. They were still negotiating with him. And that Braun Breaker injury deal. They remember he put him through a windshield or a car or whatever, the roof of a car. So that's what happened with Ricochet. And when they couldn't come to terms, he wouldn't go to AEW. That was it. He was done. But Bayley has got 4 months. No, she's got end of December. She's got 5 months left on her contract.
Yeah.
There's plenty of time
here. Yeah.
Plenty of time. Yeah. She's also
George in the house.
George is in the house for $5. Thank you, Mr. George. Everybody thinks that they know everything, yet they know nothing. This is the crap that drives me crazy. Exactly.
It drives me nuts too. And people run with whatever they can read online and just go with it.
Whatever they
I
can
try
do.
to dig in and see what the real story is. I try to find
Sure.
actual credible articles to go to and read
It's
these
hard.
things.
It's very hard to
It's
do.
almost impossible because WWE is so damn buttoned up now.
Yes.
And
absolutely.
Dave Meltzer is a mouthpiece for AEW, and so is his buddy. I don't know what to believe with them anymore.
No one's leaving. No one's leaving AEW, but everyone wants to go to AEW.
Right.
That's what tickles the shit out of me.
Every time. Nobody's leaving. They all want to come here.
No.
Okay. And this
Sammy's
is
still under contract. He hasn't left yet. Of course, because his contract might be up at the end of the month. So if they're not lying when they say his contract, he's still under contract. He's not leaving. He's still here. They haven't said he's not leaving. They just say he's still under contract at AEW, which he is. There's no lie there. No lies told.
I agree. Denisha's back.
Super chat $9.99 from Denisha Lane. They say Triple H don't have it no more, and Triple H knows how to tell stories. Kevin Owens and Cody and Punk Drew, they had good stories. Yes, they did. Triple H knows how to tell and make stories look real. That is what they're trying for. They're trying for the reality. Even though they had the Attitude Era, Don, they had the Ruthless Aggression era.
Yeah.
Triple H just came out in interviews and said, this is the reality era. This is reality. So it's like a reality show almost. A fictionalized reality show. Whatever that.
But how many? So let's talk about this because I want to talk about this a little bit. How much younger talent has left AEW and jumped ship and gone to WWE? Because you're seeing it right now live as it unfolds.
Right.
You're seeing it happen.
The latest man is Big Bill. And then you've got
Big Bill's going to show up in 2 weeks. And he was there. And I get it. He was there before. But again, he's coming back. They've got guys that they didn't have. Ricky Saints is there. They got a couple other guys. The female that's coming on SmackDown now. She's
Blake Monroe, the former
Blake
Brian
Monroe.
May.
Yes.
You've got Ethan Page.
Ethan Page. You got to sort of count him there because he made a name of himself in AEW more than he did at NXT. And then you also have oh God, why is his name escaping me? And Larry was just asking about him the other day.
Penta.
No, the black.
That's
guy,
another
Big
one.
Black and Jacked.
Big Black and Jack. Powerhouse Hobbs.
Powerhouse Hobbs. What's
Royce
his name now?
Keys.
Royce Keys. Royce Keys on Monday Night Raw was great this week. I enjoyed the shit out of that.
Yeah.
I thought that was great.
And then we left out Penta.
Penta, yes. His brother, not so much, but Penta has become a superstar.
What they need to do is they need to put Ray Phoenix and Penta back together as a tag team for such special occasions. So
on special occasions, I can see, but Penta's already on his own, and it's sort of like the Shawn Michaels vibe, right? Marty Jannetty was nice. Michaels was the star. Same thing with Penta and his brother. He's the star. He's clearly the star.
Did you see the guy, the streamer on Kick from, I think his name is Neon, from Fanatics Fest?
Yeah, I saw that prick. That guy's such a jackass.
He posted Penta without the mask. But
yes, I know.
Penta had the eye paint and the mouth paint on. So you really couldn't see his face. But people have been putting AI pictures up of Penta.
Yes.
Hey, Grok, can you remove the face paint from this guy's face? So that's how they got it.
I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes because you've also got the 90-day windows up for a lot of wrestlers that got released from WWE. Kairi Sane, Aleister Black, Zoe Starks, Nikki Cross, Joe Gacy, Dexter Lumis, Bo Dallas, Motor City Machine Guns,
Eric Rowan.
There's a lot of people that I think are going to be jumping ship to go somewhere else.
Santos Escobar. He's already
I'll give you one right now. I'd give you one right now that I think is going to AEW. That's Zoe Stark. I think she's going.
Yes, I think so too. Well, she's Zoe Serrano now. That's what she's going by. Her actual name. You see, Zelina Vega has copyrighted Zelina with an X. Pronounced the same way, but
Don't go to that website.
Zelina with an X. That's her OnlyFans account name.
But again, when I see these names, some of them I could see going. Look, the truth is with Aleister Black, I don't care where that guy goes. I don't think anybody does. Anybody that's true to themselves doesn't care where that guy goes. Most of these names, I think people don't care. I don't think Bo Dallas ever wrestles again. I don't think Eric Rowan does either.
No. Eric Rowan has his own vineyard.
Going to keep wrestling. Yeah.
Well, she owns a promotion over in Great Britain. Her and her husband, Big Damo, bought a promotion over in England, and they're running that Joe Gacy, who's going to spend money to see Joe Gacy anywhere? No, nobody's going to do that. Kairi Sane I could see Kairi Sane possibly appearing in AEW in a one-off. Santos Escobar the same way. I could see Nikki Cross also. I could see the Motor City Machine Guns.
I think they're going to be at the pay-per-view this weekend. Yeah,
I think so.
You mentioned that to me, and I think you're right.
And we left out another important component: the New Day.
Yeah, but that's not until August. I don't think they can actually show up anywhere.
I think they got released with all these people, didn't they?
No, they got released, I think, in May.
Okay. All right.
It was either May or mid-May, early May, or maybe late April, but it was after all this happened. And then you've got the other guy, Sheamus.
He's Stephen out there. Farrelly. Yeah. I can see him going to AEW.
Absolutely. It's just kind of shocking to me with what's happened with Sami Zayn. It really isn't. Sammy Guevara, and here's why. He had the first match AEW ever had on TNT. That guy was in their first match. He was one of the quote-unquote pillars that they had in this company.
Right.
He was one of the guys that they said was going to be one of their mainstays. Fast forward, 7 years later? And you haven't seen him, heard from him in years.
Persona
Rarely
non
do you see
grata.
him.
Well, when they hired Mercedes Moné, that sort of killed his whole momentum. And you know why?
Covered all that. Yeah. I'm not going to beat a dead horse, but I'm curious to see where Sammy Guevara goes. I really am, because I do think the kid has talent. I think he's a little on the small side, but I am looking forward to seeing where this is going. I really am.
Sammy Guevara will go to NXT, just like most of the other ones that come over, and then he'll be in there for about 6 months, and he'll be on the main roster. He's still a young guy. Then when his wife can get unshanghaied from AEW out of Guantanamo Bay, she will be going to WWE if there's any kind of interest on their end for her. But, I can't believe that, so-and-so wanted their release from WWE and they wouldn't grant it to him. I can't believe that. Just let him go. Paul Levesque he's just terrible. Triple K. That's what they call him. Triple K.
Yes.
Like he's a bigot. Like he's a member.
Well, what happens at AEW? Well, it's just business. That's how you got to do it.
Right. That's what you got to do. You got to, it's a contract. It's a contract. You got to honor contracts, I saw someone say today. It's like the man's running a business, if you can call it that. A business that makes no money.
Speaking of business, last night AEW had their shit show with 4,500 people capacity, and they had 1,200 and
wait a minute. There's one more
tickets.
before we get into this. I saw a rumor a couple hours ago that Becky Lynch might not sign a new contract with WWE because they wouldn't have another child.
That doesn't surprise me.
So by the end of the year, she could be gone also.
And
everyone's and they're all saying, Don, Rebecca, I forgot what Rebecca Quinn coming to AEW. Rebecca Quinn is all elite. They're already putting the little signs up.
Hey, Denise, I see what you're saying down there, girl. We already looked into that. That's not true. It's one of the dirt sheets going at it again about Tay Melo being released. You ready to talk about AEW now?
Well, yeah, Tony Khan has done a press for the media for Redemption coming up like he always does.
Yes.
On the Thursday after Dynamite, he talks about the pay-per-view that's coming up. He even said that Sammy Guevara is still under contract to AEW. And Tay Melo, she's under contract also. We're very happy with her.
Before we get into it even further, Awful Wrestling found a commercial for the upcoming pay-per-view. Bottles explain it because it's insane to me that they let this get out.
It was RJ City and Renee Baguette doing a commercial, a promotional clip for local TV and local media
in
Canada for the Redemption pay-per-view, saying that Kenny Omega is challenging for the title, which could be the last time ever he challenges for the title at Redemption.
Because that would be the stipulation.
That would be the stipulation in a match. MJF has made it clear that if Kenny Omega loses, he will never be able to challenge for that title again. He's already won the title.
He's already won the fucking title. They already had this match. Let this sink in. They released a commercial for a match that already happened, that was supposed to happen at the pay-per-view, because apparently you've said it, Bottles, many times. You think MJF's leg is jacked, and I tend to agree with you. I think he hurt a lot more than he let on.
Right.
But again, they released a commercial for a match that already happened and advertised it as their pay-per-view show. You can't make this shit up.
What a commercial. What a commercial. I see that Renee Baguette and RJ City are wearing the same blush.
It's nice. It's nice.
Yeah, same eyeliner, same blush.
Challenger John, I know you're out there. Tell me what's going on, pal. 4,500 capacity, 1,250 tickets were distributed. How much of this building was closed off from the rest of the damn venue? How did they do it? What did it look like? How many more people do you think they could have honestly fit in this bitch? Because that's crazy to me. And
they made it look stacked. They made it look stacked.
Oh, yeah, they did.
They did.
Until you saw the very top and you saw the empty seats. Because I did notice that.
Right. And there's a lot of blue hair, a lot of red hair, a lot of pink hairs.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about these people behind Tony Schiavone. There's a motley fucking crew of people, fans starting the show. One guy had a tiara on. You cannot make this shit up. Some other guy was wearing ear protection like he was going to the gun range. There was a literal neckbeard standing directly behind Tony Schiavone. And if you know what a neckbeard is, the beard starts here and runs down their neck, and they can't grow facial hair here. It's all here down.
And all down by the Adam's apple, too.
Yes.
And it's all the same length all the way around.
I said, oh, Lord.
Very
off-putting. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
I saw some of last night's meatloaf in that guy's beard.
Dude. Finger Chet is Billy Ocean Spray start off saying they are undefeated together when they tag. They both say to be sure to tag out when you get tired. Bruv, when you get tired, be sure to tag me out. I know it's been a while. And then, of course, Billy, Chet goes, well, you've got a bad neck, so tag out when you get hurt. And in comes Moxley. And he says, and then he says, Moxley comes in and says, well, at least there's no tension in the room, and just walks off. And Finger Check goes, there wasn't tension, now there is. It's seventh grade play bad, dude. It's seventh grade play bad.
It's awful.
Bad.
It's awful. Anything that Kenny Omega's involved in and requires him to talk is just awful. Challenger John says that the upper risers on the hard cam were tapped. Yeah.
Tarped.
Tarped.
Leave him at tarp. Yeah. So what was the rest of the whole place like? Because it looked like they had closed off most of the building. I'm just curious what it looked like live. So thank you for that. This is how we're starting the show. Darby Allin versus Michael Knight. Renee Baguette is sitting there with a sideline report while Darby Allin climbs the turnbuckle behind her. It was ridiculous. What is she doing, man?
And we bring this up every week, dude. It's so fucking awkward for her to do that. It's just ridiculous. I put her on the commentary team. Get rid of Schiavone. Put her on the commentary team.
Challenger John says he was in the upper riser area, so he had an eye-line view of all the empty seats. So that's what I thought. And I know it's a smaller venue. It holds 4,500. I thought they could have at least gotten $2,000 in there. Apparently not. That's kind of sad, man. Anyway. This thing kicks off with Darby Allin fighting Michael Knight before they get into the ring. They fight all sorts of outside of the ring. They're going through tables and shit. They fight into the fans. And then Darby Allin clotheslines Michael over the guardrail to get back on the inside of the arena, on the inside itself of the area where the ring is. Michael Knight came within a gnat's ass of crushing his balls with his knee on Darby Allin on the way over that barricade. Mm-hmm. That match almost ended immediately, man. That was so close. I was like, damn, did he get him? He at least grazed him. That shit looks scary.
Yeah. Too many chances.
What did you think the way this? And then we get the ring, and the ref rings the bell because, of course, they can't start the bell until they're both in the ring. So I said, okay, at least they gave themselves an out for how long they were outside of the ring.
Wait a minute, that's a rule they adhere to.
Yes,
we can't start the match until they're both in the ring. Ring the bell.
They're serious about that shit.
they're serious about that. But, you know, they have a 120 count when somebody's outside of the ring.
They go right back outside the ring as soon as it starts. Immediately, they go back outside. Immediately. And the ref, do you think the ref starts 10 counting? No. Fuck no. The ref walks out of the ring to join them. He walks out of the ring to join them. Hey, guys, could you get back in? It's this. We talk about every week. It's the same shit every week with this company. It's the same shit. It's the same deplorable shit. Oh. Darby bleeds after he gets run through the stairs, which was a cool spot. So he got slingshotted through the stairs that they had pulled down the side of the ring, and then he bladed himself. So that was actually a pretty cool bump. The ref, of course, takes a dump. Darby hits the death drop. Uh-oh. What happened?
Am I back?
Yeah.
I don't know. It said, I just got an error. It said, oops, connection lost, reconnecting.
That's weird. Okay. Darby, of course, the ref is down. Darby wants to win this thing clean. He does the death drop. And I said, okay, he does the scorpion death drop. No ref. He goes to the turnbuckle immediately to do the coffin drop.
Right.
Do you think Michael Knight sells it and slowly moves out of the way? Fuck no. He immediately jumps up and runs over to knock Darby down. This is what I mean when I say they can't tell a story at times. If you slowly rolled out of the way or got up at the last second, that's going to get me involved. When you immediately jump up and attack the guy, it's bullshit. It's utter bullshit.
You're exactly right. You're exactly right. I will say that the crowd was hot for this entire match for some reason. They were going crazy. They were going crazy over Darby Allin. Yeah. Willie
Challenger John said one nice thing about this show. He didn't have to hear Excalibur, Tony.
Yeah. Oh, Darby, will he break his neck tonight?
I think, is it me or is it Bottles that's going away? Can y'all see me? Bottles just froze on my screen. Help me out, chat. Can you see me or Bottles? I think he might have just lost power. I know he had some bad storms out there today. You back?
You want to be
I didn't go anywhere. I'm still connected to the internet.
Okay. Might have been me then. I don't know. Michael Knight goes and whacks Darby in the back of the head with a belt. He gives him a coast to coast. Then he gives him his splash for the win. 1, 2, 3, the end. Knight is still in the ring when Kyle Fletcher appears. Which belt is more important? Which belt's more important?
I would say you're telling Fletcher's belt or Michael Knight's belt. I fucked right off. Just fucked right off. Much like watching the show, the AEW Dynamite show live, I just froze. Yeah.
Then Okada comes out.
Wait a minute. Which belt's more important? Michael Knight's belt is more important. The TBS title. The TNT title.
That's what I was thinking. Yes. I was told by an AEW fan that's no longer the case. That's what I was told. That's what I was told, which doesn't make any sense to me because the two original titles they had were the heavyweight championship and the TNT title. Those were the two.
Right.
There's always a pecking order in that the newest belt is always the lowest tiered belt.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in agreement with you, but I'm being told the one that Kyle has is more important now.
What?
The one that's had like 3 name changes. All right, I just thought I'd ask. Okada comes out, and then we come back from commercial, and the entire Don Callis family has magically appeared in the ring. They're all standing around.
They're all there.
They're with Renee Baguette.
Yes.
Knight says he broke Kyle's record for the most TNT title defenses. Kyle snaps the mic out of Renee's hands, who she then leaves. Mm-hmm. And now Kyle and Knight are having a bickering contest in the middle of the ring. Didn't they just do this, man? Didn't we just have a falling out within the Don Callis family? We're doing it again like that fast?
Not to this degree. You even got a promo from fat ass Mark Davis in the middle of all this. He even grabbed the microphone. Hey, I'm going to tell you right now. He started talking.
I like hot dogs.
Super chat $5. Crowd was hot at the beginning. First two matches got Nashville into the show and cooled off by the time Corrosion began.
Oh,
Corrosion.
That's good.
Yes.
Anyway, the Broditos come out to face Kyle and Okada. And Farley, I don't know what's going on here.
Farley.
I'm sorry. I
Chris
wrote
Farley.
this down. I was so angry that I wrote this down. I said, this is going to go off the rails because Farlap's in the ring. We got Farlap, full canter in the ring going at it to call this thing.
Your girl.
They go into a pin and she
Audrey
is
Edwards. I'd like to call her Audrey Edwards.
She is immediately hitting these yoga poses hard.
And right in the center of the camera. She's all the way back in the far right turnbuckle. And she's right in the center of the camera. Watching that cameraman ringside.
I'm going to tell you when this match totally lost me. And I said, fuck this. It makes no sense. Okada tags into the ring and begins beating the Bandito down with Kyle Fletcher.
Right.
He just gets thrown out of the ring. Brody King just decides, I'm fucking coming in there. And begins hammering on both of them. They go down. The legal man's outside of the ring. Nothing's getting counted. Aubrey's standing there neighing her ass off. And Brody King just goes back outside. What? Help me understand what the fuck the psychology is of this.
You can't go by the rules of the referees and expect them to adhere to these rules because they don't. They're trying to tell a story in this match of Kyle Fletcher and Okada have issues. They can't fully trust one another because Okada wants that belt that Fletcher has. That's the deal. And Knight is saying he's a better TNT champion than Kyle Fletcher ever was. So there's an issue there. They told a story with that. They told a story with Fletcher can't trust Okada. And can he trust Okada to have his back in this tag team match? Then again, Bandito wants that TNT.
Where in all of this does it say fuck the rules? Where?
I hear you. That's the whole show. Fuck the rules.
Bandito then gets back in, tags out. Kyle and Okada are still in the ring together. Still.
Yeah. October pay-per-view. AEW. Fuck the rules.
Brody hits Kyle, throws him out of the ring, goes to pin Okada, and Farlap hits the threaded lunge pose. Just reaching for that boot. Reaching for it.
All the way to the back. Just going crazy, trying to grab her own shoe to make that count.
Kyle Fletcher then hits Bandito with a coffee creamer, which I thought was weird.
The what?
He hit him with some coffee creamer. The masked goof called it half and half. I thought it was fucking creamer. That's what he called it.
It was International Delights.
I was like, shit, we're throwing creamer in the ring now.
Here we go.
Okada accidentally hits Kyle with the Rainmaker. Kyle gets pinned. Okada smiles at the end of the match. And it just goes to shit.
That's what Okada said after the match.
The segment after this match was awful. It never ended. People kept coming out from down the curtain ramp.
Yes.
Everyone kept coming. The
Brian Cage, Knight, everybody.
Andrade, they all keep coming. It just never stopped.
Yeah. Dissension in the Don Callis family, Don. That's what they're trying to yeah.
I was losing my patience with this show at this point in time. I was losing my patience.
Just at this point in time?
Yeah.
I lost patience with the show when I saw Tony Schiavone. Go ahead.
Jericho's segment as the pain maker again for the second week in a row.
And they played this video, and you couldn't even hear what he was saying.
I didn't know what he was saying.
The sound effects in the background.
I thought it was just me.
Fucking loud. No, you couldn't even hear what the fuck he was saying.
All right.
The I'm in pain maker.
I didn't know what was going to happen next. And they surprised me by bringing out Mick Foley, who is in a Santa shirt. And he brings out the tickler. And the tickler is wearing 2 trash bags on her arms with finger slots for them. I'm not shitting you, man. She was wearing trash bags that went to here on her arms.
Yes.
Glad black trash bags.
Yes.
Shit looked ridiculous.
And whatever script they had for this promo got thrown right out the fucking window when the tickler came out. And Foley lost complete control of this entire segment.
I don't know what this was supposed to be. It literally, the outfit was ridiculous.
It was anarchy. Did he have a dead dog on one shoe and a live dog on the other?
They didn't show the dog shoes.
Or did he have 2 live dogs?
I don't know. She's apparently now the Stardom champion. So Tony's just going to keep shitting on Stardom.
No, she's not the Stardom champion. She's not the Stardom champion.
She had a Stardom belt on.
She's the 3. It's the Stardom Trios Championship. The Sisters of Sin and Thekla have. Sky Blue, Julia Hart, we'll get to them later, and Thekla are the Stardom Trios Women's Champion. That's what it is.
Willow comes out and says it was her dream to always be the AEW Women's World Champion.
And Foley said, I see a lot of myself in you.
Yes. Foley said, I see a lot of myself in you, Willow. You just have more teeth. What do you see in Willow that reminds you of you, Mick? Is she throwing herself into barbed wire every other week? Is she wrestling legends like Terry Funk?
Knowing his extracurricular activities since he's separated from his wife, he'd like to see a lot of himself in her. No doubt.
She probably would.
Yes.
They start going back and forth, and Mick just stands there like a fucking schlub, doing nothing.
When I saw Thekla take the trash bag off her right arm, I knew shit's going down right now. Stand back, Mick.
She takes the trash bag off, whacks Willow. He tries to break it up. Then they start going at it. Willow calls Tickler a dumb bitch. They fight down to the ring, and Willow fights back and scene.
Yes, the Tickler wound up laying on the concrete outside the ring. Then she got up and backed up against the crowd. And the crowd was all like 2 neckbeards were trying to look down her shirt while she was propped up against the guardrail. The Tickler, this, you'll disagree with me. This was the high point of this entire 2-hour show.
Because it was a fucking train wreck. And you
didn't know what was going to happen. You had no idea what the fuck was going to go down with the Tickler out there. And that's what I love about her.
And Mick standing there like a useless dildo in the middle of this.
Lost. Tony Schiavone was giving him pointers probably backstage. What you do is when she takes the trash bag off her arm, just look shocked. Just look shocked to drop the microphone.
Throw the dildo.
Throw the dildo. Just start to back up real slow towards a turnbuckle. That's all you got to. That's what I do, Mick. That's what I do. Jesus
the Bang
Christ,
Bus game comes out with Jay White.
Bad. The Bang Bus game.
They come out with Jay White.
Were there Brazzers logos on the turnbuckles?
They
That's
did.
I want to know. Yes.
And he is going to fight Johnny Nitro -1. So we get hair pulling right out of the gate. The ref says nothing. The crowd's dead. Challenger John, tell me, was the crowd not dead here? I couldn't hear shit. No one seemed to care a bit about this match. I know I didn't give a shit.
No.
And when it ended,
did you see?
I was just like, no.
Did you see when Johnny Nitro came out at the top of the ramp in his leather pants?
Yes.
He bent over to stick his ass out there like he was Tay Melo or Anna Jay. And then stood up. Yeah, his back to the crowd. He stood up with his back arched like a cat and turned around and looked at the crowd with a lollipop in his mouth. And I'm thinking, who is this for? Who is he trying to signal to here? Who is this for? What's going
on? That dude in the front row with the earmuffs on.
What is going on?
That was his target audience right there.
Target audience.
Hello,
What is going on here? What is happening to what's his name? Johnny Nitro 2, -1, whatever he is. What's his kid's name? Cave Carson. What's his name? Johnny Briscoe. What the hell is his name? Johnny Crisco should be his name.
Damn.
I was there live. I lost my mind and left halfway into collision to beat the traffic. As well, you should, my friend.
Good call, friend. Good call.
Clark Connors is his name. Clark Connors. I forgot his name. Clark.
They go another match where they go outside the ring and the ref joins them. He just fucked right off with them. Let's go out of here.
I'm going to count to 120. You better get that ring right
what's
now.
What's going on? What's going on over here?
You better get in this ring right now. I'm telling you, boys.
He didn't give a shit, and it was very obvious.
Changing the Wi-Fi password tonight. Get back in here.
Jay White wins. Out comes the dude with the shillelagh, Finley. He whacks him. Then the Bang Bus gang comes running down, and they all just fucked right off.
That's it. They just fucked right off. Done.
And then, in what had to be the worst segment of the night, Cope and Christian begin to have
a meaningful
promo in the back.
They look lovingly into each other's eyes.
They're going to talk about the upcoming match as they're looking at the camera.
I'll trim your beard.
And from directly in front of them, Pac and Claudio attack them directly from the camera. So you're telling me they couldn't see these fucking guys at all? Are they so old that they're blind now?
The light was in their eyes, Don. The key lights were in their eyes.
It felt like a fucking South Park episode. They're coming right for us. It was just fucking worse.
They took our jobs.
This was, and they just kicked the shit out of them and left them laying there.
Just beat the shit out of them. That was it. That was it.
Challenger John said the crowd died for sure in many of these moments last night. Yeah, this had to be one of them. Then we get to the meat of the matter.
Yeah.
The Sisters of Sin are going to fight Dominion Power. And I'm pulling for the Power Company in this one.
Oh my God. Oh,
when I tell you this has got to be the worst wrestling match I've seen all year, I'm not exaggerating.
No.
It started off horrendously and didn't pick up. Dominion Power comes up in their new jerseys.
Dominion Power. Or how cheaper? Are they cheaper than Duke Energy, honey? Jesus Christ, Dominion Power. Megan Bain will come to your house to install the cable. Dominion Power.
They come to the ring in their jerseys where the Sisters of Sin have canes, have those, what do you call them?
Singapore canes.
Singapore canes. Kendo sticks, if you will.
Kendo sticks, if you will.
Old blue ass, she immediately gets her opponent in a chokehold with those things. Over the ropes, grabs her, puts her in a chokehold.
She's got Megan Bain in a chokehold.
Choke it out immediately.
Choking her out. The Minion member is Megan Bain's outside on the apron with her back to the ring, and Sky Blue's choking her from inside the ring with the kendo stick. And on the other side,
you got Julia Hart holding the stick with her opponent with her back to her, standing there looking like she's got turds hanging out of her mouth. Doesn't know what to do. A solid 5 to 8 seconds go by before she goes, oh, yeah, shit, that's the spot, and puts her in a chokehold with the kendo stick.
Lita Cross was going like...
She was looking for her. Bitch, where you at?
Right.
This is the spot.
It
Bottles,
was slow.
Go ahead and go into depth on this one, because this was what you liked with the stiffness and the bullshit.
And sloppy, and Sky Blue just can't wrestle. So that's why she wants to do all these hardcore matches, because she can't fucking wrestle. Beautiful girl. Absolutely gorgeous girl. Can't wrestle. Julia Hart can't wrestle at all. She's walking through the ring like she's got concrete in her wrestling boots. Just slow and horrible, completely fucking lost in this. Meanwhile, she's in there with two pros from the indies. Megan Bain's been around a long fucking time. And so is Lena Cross on the Australian indie circuit. And they're like, oh, God damn it. We got to walk these kids through this goddamn match. And we're the heels. The baby faces are just the shits, but they're heels too. So what's going on here? It's heels versus heels. So the crowd's going, what? Who are we rooting for? What's going on? I was more there. Hopefully, the crowd was more concerned on who's going to get hurt in this. Somebody's going to get whacked real hard. They got whacked hard. Sky Blue ran across the apron and kicked Lena Cross right in her right boob, and Lena Cross flew off the apron and hit the ground and went like that live on camera, and
lit into her tit.
She was down for a while, holding onto her breast. Like, what the hell? Jesus Christ, that was...
What is your problem, bitch?
Right. And then Megan Bain was knocked off the ring apron by Julia Hart. And Megan Bain looked at Lena Cross, and Lena Cross looked at her. Okay, time to go to school.
Enough of this shit.
Enough of this bullshit. And it just got stiffer and stiffer after that. And then the only offense we had from the Sisters of Sin, Blue and Hart, were super kick, super kick, super kick, kendo shot, super kick, super kick, super kick. Uh-oh, I'm going up. Boom. Super kick, super kick, super kick, kendo stick, kendo stick, kendo
No,
stick.
you're forgetting something.
Let's put a table out that we're not going to use.
You're forgetting something.
What was that?
You got to talk about the chair.
Oh, Sky Blue was in the corner. And Megan Bain, she was down, laying in the corner with her head on the bottom buckle. And Megan Bain tried to wedge a chair in there as best as she could with Sky Blue's face, behind Sky Blue's face, in front of it. And Sky Blue's blatantly just holding on to the chair, which just tickles the shit out of me. If someone's knocked out, they're not holding on to the weapon that's going to actually do them damage. But she's holding on for dear life to that chair so she doesn't drop it. And Megan Bain looked at that and grabbed another chair and just ran at full speed and threw a chair right into that chair and smacked her right in the mush. Like,
she didn't swing at it. She just chucked it at her.
Chucked it from the center of the ring like F you. Boom. And
enough of all of this.
That girl felt every bit of that too.
She got rocked.
She did.
And I also noticed something about the Dominion Power Girls. Why do they all have ass chaps? They hold no purpose. They're just leather straps that they tie around their legs to lift their asses up. Both of them.
They do. Well, they wear hosiery underneath. They were just like pantyhose underneath.
All I know is that the ass chaps won.
They do that. They wear the straps so when they get pinned, nothing in the middle slides out of the way when they get pinned for a roll up or anything like that. So you see the entire Bombay door open up. Techniques and execution just fucks right off. Scud boxing. Said Scud boxing 2026. Scud boxing.
Oh God.
Wise words there.
It was the
shits. It was the absolute worst goddamn thing you'd ever want to see. The only thing that would keep your interest in this, like me, was if you have it on your DVR, go back and watch that last match and do a shot every time you think there's a stiff shot, and you'll be hammered by the end of this match.
Broncos Dad, you've got to see the opening of this thing so you can see just how bad it is. We appreciate you and your son watching. Hope you're getting some good laughs today.
Broncos Dad's in the chat.
No, he's not in the chat, but he watches with his son, so I want to make sure we appreciate him. We get a Bang Bus promo where they're going to fight whoever. I don't give a shit. Moving on with life. Omega, Fletcher, and Moxley comes down the stairs by himself. There's no Footloose tonight. He's by himself. And we're going to see these guys take on a box of steroids, Jack Daniels and Ocho Cinco. This is the match we came for.
Oh, I didn't think boxing steroids would get him up for that pile driver, but he did. That's
Here
right,
comes
Tony.
Jack Daniels. He's looking stiff.
I love some Jack Daniels, Excalibur. I know you do, Tony. I know you do. We all know. How much did you hear from Taz throughout this show, by the way?
Not much.
You didn't hear much. And when you saw them in the beginning of the show, when it opened up, he was like facing off to the side. They're all looking at the camera. He's like,
I'm here so I don't get fined.
Well, he's probably pissed off the way they're treating his son.
Well, his son's not very good, so we can get over that. Anyway, this thing devolves. Moxley gave the worst miss whiff boot I've ever seen in my life. Did you see that? Yes. He missed his head by this much.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Unfortunately, they wish Sky Blue missed their head by that much in that match prior. Yes. Sky Blue was just past the fucking potatoes, pal.
Kenny nails Moxley on accident during the match. Moxley enters after he gets hit. Omega pins Ocho Cinco for the win. Kenny apologizes. Billy and Kenny argue. The Bucks come out. Two randos come out. Knight comes out of nowhere and attacks Kitty, and that's the whole fucking show. That was his whole trash.
Ocho Cinco is the CMLL, who they're in business with, their business partner, CMLL, the number 2 promotion to AAA in Mexico. He's the CMLL heavyweight champion. Okay. They had to pin that guy on American television instead of pitting Brian Cage, who's never won a match, or pitting, what's
Jack
the guy's
Daniels.
name? What'd you call it? Jack Daniels. It's Jake Daniels. Instead of pitting Jake Daniels, who's hardly ever wrestled on AEW. Don't pin those two, but pin the CMLL heavyweight championship. If I was the guy who was in charge of CMLL, the guy who owned it, I'd say, what the fuck? This son of a bitch. I would have called him up the next day. I'd say, you pin my guy on heavyweight on national television in America.
You're damn right I did.
Oh, yeah, we did. I can do. Oh, yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, Mr. Rodriguez. Oh, of course we did. Yeah, we did. But we're telling stories here. We're telling stories. Tony's probably doing an apology to him. We're telling stories.
Worst go home episode ever.
If the show was just, if it wasn't for the tickler and the women's match, which is just a free for all of potatoes, I don't know what I would have done. I would have fallen asleep and just had to watch it the next day.
To his credit, Kyle Fletcher, like you said, did have a good promo before his match started. He had some bass in his voice.
He did.
He didn't talk like this. I'm going to tell you right now.
I'm the Protostar.
I'm the Protostar Bandito, if that's your real name.
You piece of shit.
Jesus, God almighty.
So that concludes AEW, but there is one other piece of the puzzle we got to talk about wrestling this week.
Go right ahead.
Janelle Grant and Vince
Jesus
McMahon.
Christ.
And Vince McMahon have agreed to go to an arbitrator. She is no longer chasing the lawsuit that she had. She's no longer trying to get charges pressed. She dropped everything pretty much to agree to go to an arbitrator.
What about all the women that got trafficked? What about all the women that were sexually abused? She was there representing them. What about all of this sort of thing taking place? And she was a champion for these women. The women had no voice. Remember that press conference?
Yeah. We've covered this in depth since day one. So I wanted to cover that real quick to say it's going officially to arbitration.
Which is what we said was going to happen.
Which is what we said was going to happen.
They got mad because they stopped paying her.
When no criminal charges were filed, when the federal government couldn't find anything to bring them up on, when you look at all the evidence, there was no crime committed here.
And I'd like to do a public service announcement to all young women out there. If you're looking for a job, if one of your neighbors in your apartment complex is a millionaire and you're looking for a job, if he answers the door when you knocked on the door, if he answers the door in his underwear, go back to your apartment.
Unless you're into that.
Yes, unless you're.
But understand what you're getting into.
You're getting into this
business.
Whore business. Whether
and
he looks like.
Be prepared when you get older if you decide to do this, because eventually somebody's going to say to your kids, your mother's a whore.
Some women are just into the Gomez Adams look. They really are.
He is one of them.
It's just unbelievable. Let me ask you this question, Don. Redemption's coming up this weekend.
Fuck no.
Ospreay versus
Michael Knight.
It's Kenny versus Michael Knight.
Yeah,
does Ospreay get involved in a match?
No, I don't think so.
How about Moxley?
Possibly.
So all your money, all your Don Wayne dollars are down on the Motor City Machine Guns.
I'm in your camp on that. I am in your camp. It makes the most sense. They need to get another payday. They aren't shy about it. Their time in WWE, I think, was like a year and a half. You're in your 40s. You don't look the part. You don't.
Right.
You just don't. You look your age.
I think that what you said, Zoe Stark or Zoe Serrano will make an appearance also. I think those are the two acts that will make an appearance, and the other people will show up on Dynamite next Wednesday. They'll drop another new one in there.
Possibly, I could see that, or maybe Collision.
Corrosion.
because they're trying to save that piece of shit. And you want to know what's sad? Because here's what's going on at AEW is that Paramount deal now has Congress involved again because of the lawsuit, because of the bullshit. Every time this deal has to spend dollars to defend itself is less money that they have for a lower tiered platform show that they can spend on.
Right.
So people are like, oh, this is great for AEW. No, it's not. This is really bad for AEW.
The more legal fees they have to pay out, the more cost cutting they'll do. And I don't believe they're paying $185 million a year for AEW. I don't believe that, not in the least, but it's got to be close to $100 million, I would believe. I would think. But I think they would pull the plug and just say.
I think it's 150.
You think so? We're doing Meltzer math now. We're just spitballing.
No, I'm being all. I'm just what I read said 150 plus incentives for pay-per-views.
Sure.
And if you look at HBO Max right now, they do have the AEW upcoming pay-per-view for sale on their screens.
Nice.
For $40. Kiss my ass, I'm giving you $40 for this bullshit.
Right. Right.
Get out of here.
When you can just go ahead and subscribe to ESPN Plus and see all the WWE shows for free.
Yeah. Well,
you
for
don't have to pay
what
extra.
you're paying, but you also get other shows to go with it. Yeah.
Well, exactly. Yes. Exactly. You figure they
get
would
extra
just say
baseball, soccer, all that shit.
Of course. HBO Max, you'll get extra. You'll get extra. What do they got on there? HBO Max content. Yeah. All the Sopranos episodes. That's worth the money right there. See all the Sopranos episodes. I think
that's on HBO, bro.
What? HBO.
I can't with you. I want to thank everybody.
I'm just saying HBO Max. HBO Max has all these Sopranos episodes on there.
Take it easy.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.
You want to be ashamed of yourself.
Why are you like this?
I'm just saying. It's 8:15. I'm fed up and tired.
Till next week, Gordon Soley saying so long from the Sunshine State.
That's right.